Hello and welcome back to Josh Rodder YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about a few different things in my simulator room. I'm going to go through the most important to start off with, obviously launch monitor, mat, impact screen. And then we'll go more into detail with the stuff that, you know, if you want to get better graphics with your PC, laptop, whatever you want to get. But we'll start off with the most important thing at the start, which is going to obviously be the launch monitor. And then we'll work up to, you know, a few things that we've added in here to help make this golf simulator room experience a lot better. So let's dive into it. So the launch monitor, I use the GC3. I've got the club data one. I'm very happy to be partnered with Foresight, and it's definitely a dream come true. You know, I could not work with a better company in a golf simulator space. Really are the top of the range. And I've got a video coming out with Foresight. Like I say in there, this is something that you can work on in here and go out on the course and produce the exact same numbers as you're seeing in your golf simulator room, which is just so important for practice. And arguably I would say that, you know, going to a top end launch monitor is well worth every single penny, because what is the point of doing practice in here unless that data is perfect? So, you know, otherwise you're literally just guessing. With that, I'm not. You know, it's factual information. It's exactly the same as what I produce out on the golf course. And, you know, I could not fault it. So a GC3. Now, you've got certain levels of packages. They used to do a GC3 ball-only version, no software at all. But the only version you can buy of this now is, I believe, the £7,000 plus VAT, which is gonna set you back around £8,400. Now, that's got a bit of a price tag to it, but it really is worth every single penny. You know, like I say, it's a launch monitor you can trust and is top of the range. Produces the exact same numbers as something like a GC quad, but the GC quad measures a few more things in terms of club face interaction, where you strike the ball out of the face, lie angle, etc. You know, if you're custom fitting, you probably want a GC quad, but for your own personal launch monitor, this is absolutely perfect. So could not recommend the GC3 anymore. Like I say, starts at £7,000 plus VAT. I'll pop up a few things on the screen. I think you can get a few other versions if you want to get the FSX Play plus a few courses. I'll talk through all the software in a minute. But yeah, something like this is going to be, the starting price was 7,000 excluding VAT, 8,400 including. So to start off, there's a launch monitor. Could not be happier with that. So another really important piece to the puzzle is the impact screen. Now, the impact screen I got from Hybrid Me, really nice guy called Phil. He does these to whatever measurement your room is. So I wanted mine a bit longer. So I think we got 4.1 meters in width, 3 meters in height. It's perfect for the impact screen, and it produces a really good image when you get the projector on it. So could not fault this impact screen. Pretty good. The noise is not too bad. You know, we've got it hanging, so I wonder if it goes tighter, it makes more of that drum noise, which ours is a bit loose. So probably does reduce the sound a little bit. Now, onto the wall, how we hang this up. I've had a few questions, so I hope this answers it. We have got eyelets on the wall that were just off Amazon. I learned something new. These are called bungee balls. So we hang them to the eyelets with the bungee balls, and then this is just a spring clamp that holds the net tight. So, you know, when it's hanging, you won't get a great image if the net isn't tight enough. You know, you need the net stretched out so that you have a flat impact screen. So yeah, there's the impact screen. Another thing I will say, behind the impact screen, we have got, I don't know if you can see, but we have got another archery netting underneath it. It's like a green archery net that's just there for protection. You don't really need that, but we've got it there for that ease of mind that we don't put one through the wall. So yeah, impact screen was from Hybrid Me. I think it was around, I'll just say £1,000. But I'm pretty sure they'll be a little bit over or a bit under, depending on your measurements. If you're obviously getting a smaller screen, it'll be probably a bit cheaper. The bigger, the more expensive. But yeah, really important piece of the puzzle. And then the eyelets, bungee balls and spring clamps, not that expensive. You know, you get them all off Amazon for around about 50 quid, all in all. So that's another really important piece to the puzzle. Launch monitor, impact screen. Now we'll go on to the projector. Okay, this isn't my cleverest idea. I am on a chair with wheels, but we're doing it for the shot. I hope this is appreciated in the comments. But we have got the BenQ TH671ST. I believe I said that right, a bit of a mouthful. This is a 1080p projector with 3000 lumens, so produces a nice bright image. We're lucky we have dim lights in here, so we can make it a little bit darker. But really, really good projector. This is around about £850. So all in all, not a top of the end 4K projector. You know, some of them are around about 5 grand. You could probably go a bit cheaper than this and get a projector around about 500 quid, but we went for the bit brighter image, and this has set me in good stead. You know, it produces a beautiful image on the impact screen. And then to go a little bit deeper, we have got obviously the mount that's on the ceiling. Now that is a bit of a challenge putting that in, but I'm sure if you've got a DIY friendly person in the family, they can help you do it. My old man's got a plank of wood that he's just drilled that into. Like I said, he's a DIY god, so yeah, godsend. Big thanks to the old man. Otherwise it would be hanging off a wall probably. But yeah, this is just a basic ceiling mount that we got off Amazon. I think they're around 20 quid. Projector 850, 860. So, you know, another really important piece to the puzzle. Now we'll go on to the PC laptop situation. Okay, so moving on to the PC, I have got a 4080 gaming PC from CyberPower. So this one was around about £2,500. Now, I game in my spare time, so I wanted a really, really decent PC. It does help the golf software a little bit. So to explain this in a basic way, the higher quality graphic card will run the software smoother and a lot easier. I will give you another example. I had I've still got a Lenovo Legion. I think this is a Legion 5 laptop. Now this has got a 3060 graphic card in it. It's around about £900. This run the golf software absolutely perfectly. But just not as smooth as what the PC does. So like I say in, you know, my live streams all the time, and to anyone that's buying a golf simulator, you can go top end with a high level PC that produces that really smooth, sharp image. But don't get me wrong, something like a Lenovo Legion 5 that's a gaming laptop will also do the job, just not as well. But if you're just getting going and you want that setup done quick for a cheaper price, you know, get yourself a gaming laptop. These do the exact same job, but just not as well as what the PC does. So yeah, that's my PC. I think that's about it for the actual whole setup in terms of important things. I'll now go through a few added extra that we've put in here. I forgot one really important thing. The mat. Let's move on to the mat and then we'll tell you about the extras. Okay, so now moving on to the mat, we've got, this is the final bit of the puzzle. I promise you, this is the final bit. And then we're going to talk about all the added extras. But this is a stance mat. So a stance mat is a lot cheaper than a hitting mat. This is just a little bit firmer, and you probably wouldn't want to hit off this. This is quite tough on the wrists and the hands. You know, you don't get much forgiveness out of this mat at all. It's really, really firm, almost like concrete, but absolutely fine for standing on. And this was around about 50 quid just from a local pro shop near me. Now, a lot of questions about this. This is my self-designed putting strip. So it's literally a bit of wood, and I've got a double-sided tape on it with a putting mat cut off that we've just literally stuck on the top of there. This is absolutely perfect for putting. So GC3 has a box that you can hit out, and the box would be yay big. So this is where I hit all my full shots off of the hitting mat, and then when I bring it here, this is for putting only, as you're going to get a lot smoother roll off of that compared to the hitting strip. But yeah, this is a one of one, you know, so I couldn't put a price on this, but just to estimate, probably going to cost you around about £30. You know, you get yourself a cheap putting mat, even a bit of carpet, stick that on top, bit of wood, you know, it's not going to be expensive at all. So lastly, the hitting strip. Now this is off of Hybrid Me. Again, Phil, shout out, really good bloke. Good quality hitting strip. And I go through this quite quick. I'll probably be buying these yearly. These are around about £80 for a 1 metre by, I think it's 1 metre by 0.2 metres or something like that, which is like a strip, which is just perfect for me in here. You know, as I say, I go through these quite quickly, but I am playing 24/7 all day, every day, pretty much. But you know, couldn't fault this hitting strip. It's really, really good. As I say, a lot more forgiving. This is almost like a spongy turf. The turf is a lot thicker on top. And I do find it's a lot more realistic. This is a bit more bouncy, you know. You will get the odd thin one with a wedge. And if I fat it off of this one, it probably won't fat because a couple bounce hit the ball. Whereas on that, if you fat it, you fat it. So, you know, it's definitely something I'd recommend, getting a hitting strip with a good quality base underneath it that's a bit more spongy than just a stance mat. But like I say, if you're just starting out, you want to go cheap, stance mat, hit off it as well. I did for a year, 2 years, until we spent 80 quid and got a hitting strip. I didn't know that it was that cheap to get it. So yeah, that is the final bit of the whole setup. Okay, I thought I had one more thing to go. I didn't, because it actually technically covers in this cost. You get the software included, so I was going to go into software, but I'll give you another little rundown of what we've got in the PC here. So, launch monitor cost £8,400. This is the GC3, as you can see here. I've just got the Essential Plus bundle. That comes with everything you need in that. If you want to get the Player Plus bundle, you can. That's going to give you a few extra courses. But as I say, if you want to just get up and going, get the Essential Plus and you're ready to rock and roll. Impact screen, as I say, got it from Hybrid Me. A little bit cheaper than what I thought. So it comes in at 672. This price is excluding VAT. Then we go down to the projector. We've got the BenQ TH761ST at 799. We've then got the hitting strip plus mat. Now, I said about a cheap stance mat. Phil offers a hitting strip plus mat combo on his website, so you can get the T40 golf mat and the hitting strip, all in a total of 684. Really good quality. Then going down to the gaming laptop. Now, as I say, I've got a PC, so it's a little bit more powerful, produces a little bit of a better image, but this is the equivalent one of what I had. I've got a couple of years old version, which is the 3060. This is the 4060, so the newer one, and it run it perfectly fine. So yeah, that comes in at 899, a lot cheaper than what my PC is. This will get you up and running good enough, and this is what I used for 2 years. So yeah, really, really good laptop and does the job. Okay, now this is the one, GS Pro. They've helped me out a lot with the software, helped me out with sorting the software out, getting it all fixed on the PC. Really good service they provide over at GS Pro, a good community as well. This GS Pro allows you to get the simulator golf tour, which I play a lot of the regular weekly tournaments on there, get involved in a big community on Discord. You know, a really, really good software and an even better community with a good bunch of lads on there. So couldn't recommend that enough. And that is all in all, I think, my whole setup. So I'm now going to add this up and let's have a total figure of what it's cost me to have this set up. Okay, so altogether you have got your launch monitor, your impact screen, your projector, your hit and strip plus mat, gaming laptop, and then additional software GS Pro. This comes in at a whopping £11,704 for the total setup. So all in all, you know, this is a top end. And as I say, when I was talking about the launch monitor, I am so grateful to be partnered with Foresight, but even if I wasn't, that would be essential in my setup. You know, I'd have a GC3 100%. Data you can trust, and why would you want to second guess it? You know, I want something that is as realistic as possible, and GC3 does just that. Total cost £11,704, you know, for that unbelievable simulator setup. So this is my cost, and I hope that has helped you decide in what to buy for your golf simulator. Any questions, leave them down below. If we can smash 30 likes on this video, I will do an added extras. As I say, I've got loads of added extras in here that make this whole room complete. So if you want to see all the added extras, 30 likes, and we will do that in the next video. Thank you everyone that's been supporting the channel. It means the absolute world to me. And as always, like and subscribe. We'll see you for the next one.